Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now February 12th of 2021, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise, and very much skeptical on whether or not Lucasfilm can really take things in the right direction. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of fans are very well aware of right now is exactly what happened with Gina Carano around 48 hours ago, of her getting fired from Lucasfilm and getting fired from the Mandalorian series entirely. You know, no longer being involved with any of the Star Wars TV shows, including Rangers of the New Republic and even other spin-off shows that were going to tie into the Mandoverse, or as I like to call it, the Filoni universe. Now, looking past everything here, we do know that Kathleen Kennedy is very much satisfied with the decision to letting go of Gina Carano and firing her and getting her out of the actual situation. You know, this is a very interesting process. We talked about this just yesterday of how a lot of fans are really revolting. A lot of fans are saying that they're canceling their Disney Plus, that they're done with Star Wars, and fans are really trying their absolute best to speak up to Disney to show them a message, essentially. And there's a lot of opinions out there, you know, many opinions that agree with Gina or disagree with Gina of what she put on social media. Now, everything related to Jon Favreau, this has been a very tough time for Jon as far as his workflow goes when it comes to Star Wars, of course. It really is a very unique situation right now, because we were off to a very good start with the very end of Mando Season 2, and things were really looking up, and now we're in a phase where we have a little bit of a bump in the road. I don't think it's going to make much of a dent, to be honest with you guys, on the direction of this new universe. I really highly doubt that, but I digress. With The Mandalorian Season 3 now in the works, both Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new Star Wars projects for their universe, where it's noted that, however, that since the Gina Carano fired situation, creator Jon Favreau wants to quit entirely from a specific Star Wars project. Now, it's best described that Jon Favreau wants to quit from a very important Star Wars project on the timeline of the overall franchise. It's noted that Favreau currently wants to step down from Rangers of the New Republic and wants to focus on developing a brand new Star Wars TV show for Disney+. The main reason Jon wants to step down is that the show was originally centered to focus on Cara Dune by Gina Carano, and with Carano now gone and Favreau refusing to do a recast, he is said to be giving Lucasfilm an ultimatum that if they recast Cara Dune and keep Rangers of the New Republic on the timeline of Star Wars, he will move away from that project and focus on creating a brand new one that will fit into the Mandoverse. Now, given that, yes, Favreau has creative control over the franchise for many projects, in this situation, it's actually said to be out of his hands when it comes to what will be done with the character of Cara Dune. Favreau is already pitching a brand new series to Disney CEO Bob Chapek to essentially replace that show, and the chapek so far is 100% on board to reframe the show, to retitle it, and have it star a brand new character that is either a fan favorite or a new one taking place in the same exact timeline. Jon Favreau, however, is looking to step down from Rangers if he gets his way with it being cancelled or significantly modified. Now, here's the thing about Rangers. I don't know if you guys knew this, but this particular TV show was going to take place around 1 month after the events of Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, leading up to 1 year after the events of that movie, showing us the Battle of Jakku and all of these different aspects. Now, that's still on the table. Now, what Favreau wants to do is he wants to essentially have that show be replaced, retitled, starring a brand new character by a brand new actor and or actress, and having it stay in the same exact time frame. Once again, 1 month to 1 year after Return of the Jedi. So this is a very interesting process. This is like basically making a brand new show, but keeping it in that same exact timeline with it starring a brand new character. It's almost like just reworking the show in a sense, but Favreau wants to step down from Rangers, and there's a big reason as to why. The workload of either recasting this character and all the rewrites or getting rid of the character is enough to actually just completely erase the story in and of itself. There's no denying this. So that's where the idea popped into his mind, where they might as well just make a brand new series, retitle it, rebrand it, have it star somebody new, and they can just start from fresh. This way it's not a scrambled mess, per se. Now, say what you will about Gina Carano just yesterday. I know a lot of people have different opinions about that. That is fine. Say what you will, love her or hate her. But there's no doubt about it that Lucasfilm does not know exactly what they are doing with Star Wars when it came to Kathleen Kennedy over the years. We know this. We saw this from 2012 all the way until early 2020 is when she lost a significant amount of her creative control. Creative control is the key thing to know here. Now, the thing about Kathleen Kennedy is that she never really cared about Star Wars. That's pretty much a given. She never really cared about the fans. And she even pretty much backstabbed George Lucas. She promised to really take care of those characters, to take care of his vision, everything. We all saw that 2013 interview, right? Many years ago. And you can go back and take a look at that. It's actually quite surreal to see somebody promising somebody like George Lucas that they're going to take care of his property, his characters, his storyline, only to do a complete 180 and erase those overall promises. So here we are, pretty much the middle of February. We're approaching March now, where the Book of Boba Fett is almost done filming. They're getting through that phase of filming. They're getting on their way to filming The Mandalorian Season 3, so things are moving along rather smoothly. They're actually aiming to complete the Book of Boba, principal photography, of course, by this summer, around June, maybe July. So with each month that passes by, we're getting closer to that. So, like I've said, I think that regardless of what happened with the Gina Carano situation, I don't believe that it's going to make a dent into Jon, Dave, and George's vision of the future of Star Wars and what it's going to be. Again, there's a lot of things to look forward to. Let's not forget the Kenobi series, the Ahsoka series, the Book of Boba, and a lot more to come. Now, yes, I know that a lot of fans are very upset of what happened with Gina, and honestly, the character of Cara Dune is a big, significant loss if they do end up erasing her from the overall franchise, which is what Jon wants to do. He doesn't want to just recast. He feels that's more of a cheap way about doing it. He wants to just erase the character and get rid of her completely. And I could somewhat understand that. I can, getting rid of the character, because Gina was meant for the role of Cara Dune. She is Cara Dune. It's kind of like saying, let's recast Anakin Skywalker. Now, I know Cara Dune in no way is as iconic as Anakin, but I'm just saying some characters are just more in line with the original actor and or actress. So like I've said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.